Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਬੋ ਲੱਖ ਹੋਵੇ, ਲੱਖ ਹੋਵਨ ਲੱਖ ਵੀਸ, ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਗੇੜਾ ਆਖੀਏ ਏਕ ਨਾਮ ਜਗਦੀਸ਼। Jeva. Jeva is the tongue. So Maharaj is giving us the gift of this tongue. This tongue is not just the external tongue, the physical tongue. Mind also has its own tongue. Mind also has its own ears. And mind's tongue and mind ears are open when we are chanting. Satpurakh inside us is chanting. Satpurakh inside us is listening. When mind is connected with the Satpurakh, we discussed it, when mind goes inside the Sukham body, that is when mind is a conscious mind. So when we are talking about a mind here, we are talking about a conscious mind. But if mind is not listening, mind is not chanting, because chanting is always done by the Satpurakh inside us. And if mind is not listening, mind is going haywire, wandering here and there, and it is listening to the worldly things, chanting worldly things. So Maharaj says, with one tongue, how can we praise Vaheguru? His praises are unlimited, so many. How can we do his praises with one tongue? That's why Gurmukh Pyare, they do ardas. ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਜੀਭਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ, ਲੱਖ ਜੀਭਾ ਦੇਹੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ, so that every cell of my body, every roam of my body should chant Vaheguru. Gurmukh roam roam har ਧਿਆਵੈ. But that will only happen if mind is listening to the Satpurakh. When Satpurakh is inside us, it's in everybody. But when mind is in the Satpurakh, and last time also we discussed about this, that if we will see this from a Ladivar Swarup perspective, Satpurakh will become a one word, right? So Maharaj is saying, Jeba ek ustat anek. There are so many praises of Vaheguru. Kinniya hi odiyan ustatan ne. ਇੱਕ ਜੇਬਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਗਾਵਾਂਗੇ? How can we chant the praises? How can we sing the praises of Vaheguru just with one tongue? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ Satpurakh Puran Vivek. Now Vivek is the very important word here. Vivek is something called where we have wisdom. God's wisdom, Vaheguru's wisdom, Gurmani's wisdom, Guru Mat. Now, how Satpurakh has Puran Vivek? Even for the external things which we are doing, very important to understand this thing. Satpurakh jine janeya, Satgur tiska now. That Satpurakh is all stitched on our physical body. Sito Sita Mehma Mahe in Karam Khand. When the baby is conceived at the second or a third month, Satpurakh enters its body and it is stitched on its body, the physical body. The subtle body is stitched with the physical body. That stitching, the thread which is used for the stitching is called pran. We discussed this, I think, on the first day when we started this Ashtapadi. It is stitched with the pran. That's why Maharaj says, Khat name kar kothadi bandi, bast anup beech pai, कुंजी कुल्फ प्राण की राखी करते बेर ना लाई. And in no time, with the lock and keys of a pran, the body is connected in the root chakra, in the navel area. When Maharaj has to leave this physical body, when Satpuruk has to leave this physical body, then that knot, it is also called Gant, Khuli Gant, Likhya Aya Ram. The letter is shown to the Jivatma, as into the mind, and say, I am leaving. You have to leave this body. How? That Satpuruk basically removes that knot, Gant, Khul jandi hai. Then the Satpuruk is separated. Satpuruk, as in our subtle body, is separated from the physical body. And mind has to go wherever Satpuruk goes. Mind cannot say, I'm going to stay now in the physical body. You go. No. Whether mind likes it or not, he has to leave this physical body. Because it's a hukam. Khuli Gant, Likhya Aya Ram. Likhya as in the hukam is there of I. The time has passed now. Maran likhaye, mandal mein aaye. That Satpurak has Puran Vivek when the breath of the mind will be complete. Ganakale, Jin Devas Sas. There are amount of breaths which are pre-written, preordained, that these are the breaths which this mind has to take in this physical body. Ginati hoyi hui hai. The count is there. And Maharaj says, na vadan, na katan, tilsar. Neither these swas can be increased or decreased. The breaths cannot be increased or decreased. Cannot be. Not possible. When the breaths are done, the Satpuruk has to leave the body. Satpuruk is very, very important. Anything which we do consciously or unconsciously, especially when we are doing things unconsciously, when we are being saved unconsciously, the save part is happening by the Satpuruk. Satpuruk is keeping a track of our karmas. Satpuruk is always trying to help us. मेरे मन परदेसी वे प्यारे आओ करे. Satpuruk is calling us. मेरे कार आ जा, वापस आ जा. Enter the subtle body, the Sukham body. अंदर आ जा, कार आ जा. But we don't listen to Satpuruk. Satpuruk has Puran Vivek, full wisdom. Satpuruk is spotless. But the prani, as in the mind, it will not listen to the Satpuruk. But Maharaj has given us this capability. That capability of Satpuruk, that capability of the Naam, Maharaj says, Kahu bolna pahnchat prani agam gochar prab nirbhani. Why don't you listen? Why don't you listen? तू सुनदा क्यों नहीं? मेरे मन परदेसी वे प्यारे आओ करे. But when we don't listen, when we don't use our prana shakti, prani, tu aya laha land, lagga kit ku fakde, sab mukdi challi rain. Your time is very short in this world. Why don't you understand? Tu bolda kyun nahi kuch? What we have to bol? We have to chant Vaheguru. It's the only way. Kahu bol na pahnchat prani. Neither we can listen to the bowl of Satpuruk, nor we chant. Why? Because there is a parda, there is a curtain between us and Vaheguru, but between us and Satpuruk. That parda, that curtain is of our ego. Kood di pal, kiv sachiara huye, kiv koode tutte pal. That lies which we have, the ego which we have. वो टूटती नहीं, वो सुनता नहीं. Maharaj is calling us all the time, but we don't listen. Agam agochar prab nirbani. And for him, when the curtain is more important, when it is only and only in its ego, when the mind, jivatma, is only in its arrogance and ego, in the lies of this physical world. ਮਕਾਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਨ, ਉਹ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣੇਗਾ, ਸਤਿਪੁਰਖ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣੇਗਾ। ਸਤਿਪੁਰਖ ਬੋਲ ਰਿਹਾ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਜੇਤਾ ਜਦ ਜਗ ਸੰਸਾਰ। ਕਾਹੂ ਬੋਲ ਨਾ ਪਹੁੰਚਤ ਪ੍ਰਾਣੀ, ਅਗਮ ਅਗੋਚਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਨਿਰਬਾਣੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਨਿਰਬਾਣੀ, he has nothing for you other than naam. He don't want anything from you. I was discussing with the Gurumukh Pyare that when somebody dies, they think that they can do some puja, they can do some worshipping, some shrad, they can give the food to 5 singhs or to the pandits or to the mullahs and all. That food will go to that person. That Jeev Atma has no form, no physical form. How the physical things will reach to them? All these rituals which happens after the death, the cremation of the body or the burial or anything, it does not matter. He has already left the physical body. The Jivatma has already left the physical body. Koi farak nahi paida hona. It's just a mitti, it's just a dust. Kahu bolna pahnchat prani, agam gochar prabh nirbani. Nirahar, nirvair, sukhdai. Vaheguru is nirahar. It doesn't need the physical food. It's nirvair. He doesn't hate anybody. And that's what we have to become. We have to learn. Our mind has to become. But when our mind is in the physical body, it thinks that, oh, I should eat good food. But that is not the food of the mind, the physical food. That's pizzas and burgers and rajma chawal and whatnot. Any kind of a food. That's not a food of the mind. Oda ahar nahi hai. Mind's ahar is the ahar of Satpurukh. Naam, Sukham Murat Naam Niranjan Kaya Ka Akar. That Naam ahar. Naam Hamara Pojan Chatti Prakar. That Naam, that Amrit Ras is the real Pojan. That is the food of the mind. Nirahar Nirvair Sukhdai. And if we will take that ahar, which is the ahar of Nirvair, as in Vaheguru Sadguru, that Amrit Ras, Har Ras, it will be Sukhdai. It will be in Sukh. Mind will be in Sukh. Taki Kimat Kine na pai. But nobody has understood the value. Because everything is, this game is Sukham game, subtle game. People don't understand this. Anik Bhagat Bandhan Nit Kare. Everybody, they tried their level best in a way. But inside their mind, they are always thinking of the physical things. But the rare ones, when they do the bhakti, when they just think of the purpose of their life, why they came to this world, they came to this world to meet Vaheguru, then their bandhan, these bonds which they have with the physical things, with the relationships and all, it will break. Bhakti de naal. Anik bhagat bandhan nit kare, charan kamal hirday simre. And if you want to break these bonds of the physical world, what you have to do? Charan kamal hirday simre, antargat simre. Charan kamal, remember, wherever there is a feet of Vaheguru, the lotus feet of Vaheguru, it's a naam. Onu hirday de vich simrna hai. Vah Guru, Vah Guru, Vah Guru. And you are always sacrificed to that Satpurukh, Sadguru inside you. Sad balehari, Satgur apne, Nanak, Jis Prasad, Aisa Prabh Japne. Because that Satpurukh is guiding us. Yesterday, we were in 2 cars in a family. I was driving one car and the second car was being drove by somebody else. And they saw some car just came in front of them. They couldn't see that car, but they had to stop the car right away. And they didn't know from where that person came. And they didn't knew when they stopped. That was Satpurukh in the action. Satpurukh saved them with the Puran Vivek. That's why Maharaj says, all the Vivek which we have, all the intellect which we have, that intellect is directly, or even physical body is being managed by the Satpurukh, because it is stitched from top to bottom. Sad Balihari, Satgur apne. That's why the start of the slok Maharaj says, Satpurukh jin janiya, Satgur tiska. Now it's a Satgur. Sad Balihari, I am always sacrificed to that Satgur who is inside me. Nanak, jis prasad, with the prasad kirpa, he do the kirpa, the mercy. Gur prasad, Nanak jis prasad, aisa prab japni. I'm chanting, I'm singing praises because it is his kirpa. Actually, Guru Pyare, we don't chant. The Satpurukh inside, he is chanting. We just have to listen. We have to listen. And a lot of you know, sometimes your tongue is silent, everything is silent, but somebody is chanting on side. Who is chanting there? That is the Satpurukh inside us who is chanting. We have to just listen. चुप करके बस उन्हें सुनना, सुने दुख पाप का नाश, ए हर रस पावे जन कोई. And if we will do that, if we will start listening to the Satpurukh inside us, what you will get? What is the nishani that you are listening? You will get har ras, amrit ras. Amrit ras aana shuru ho jayega. You know, when you see a tasty thing, badi swad wali cheez pata lagda hai bana reha koi. Somebody is cooking in the kitchen some very tasty stuff which you like a most, whatever it is, and you just smell it and you know something is being cooked, te tode mouh ch ki laran digniyan shuru ho jandi hai, mouh pani nal par janda. Similarly, for Gurmukhs, when they sing praises of Vaheguru, their mouth become mitha, sweet. At start, it will be just like the same thing, just like what happens with the food. Jal kattha ho jayega muh vich. But Maharaj says, very rare ones, they will experience this. Only the ones who have fallen in love with Gurbani, fallen in love with the Naam, e har ras pave jan koe. And if they start listening, if they start tasting this har ras, amrit ras, Maharaj says they are amar. Their mind is amar. Mind will never come back in this world again. Amrit piva, amar so hoy. But only virle, the rare ones would experience that. They will drink the amrit, the rare ones will drink the amrit. And this is the same amrit which Guru Gobind Singh Ji created physically also with the Panch Pyare. That's why today also, when the Gurmukhs go in front of the Panch Pyare, they create that physical amrit. It's the same amrit which is inside us. Same amrit. That's why they read the Gurbani in the Saravlo Bhatta, with the Khanda, with the Patasa. It's the same amrit, which is outside, which is inside. When they put the outside amrit inside, then what happens? That inside amrit also comes out. That's a starter. And more Simran the Abhilakhi will do, the more amrit from inside will come. And they will drink that amrit. Who will drink that amrit? Mind will drink that amrit. Mind will start connecting with the Satpurukh. Amrit pive, amar so hoye. Us Purakh ka nahi kade binas. Oh, amar ho gaya. That Purakh, that Jan, that Jeev Atma now got connected with that Satpurukh inside. When they become one with the Satpurukh, nobody can do anything to them, any bad thing to them. They are Amar. They will never die. They will live forever. This physical body has to perish, no matter what. But that mind will become Amar. Mind will stop wandering. जाके उस पुरख का नाही कदे बिनाश, जाके मन प्रगटे गुण तास. Vaheguru Ji will come in their mind. गुणतास प्रकट हो जाएंगे। जाके मन प्रगटे गुणतास, गुणा दा खजाना, the treasure of the qualities of Vaheguru that will come in their mind. Because that's what we read. Nonid Amrit Prabh ka naam dehi mein iska visram. That nonidiyan, that the treasures, all the superpowers will be there with that mind. But mind still has to do one thing. आठ पहर हर का नाम ले, सच उपदेश सेवक को दे. He will 24/7 do the Simran. Remember the Vaheguru all the time. Saas Gras, Saas Antargat Simran, coming in the Sachi Sangat. Coming in the Sachi Sangat, what that mind will do? Such Updesh Sevak ko de. He'll give the Updesh, whatever he will learn, he will give the same Updesh to others also. Aap japo, abara naam japao, such Updesh Sevak ko de. He says, when we go to a restaurant, we like the food of that restaurant, we recommend to everybody, I like the food of that restaurant. Same way, that Gur Pyara, he will say, oh, I have drank the Amrit Ras, I did the Simran, I came to the Sachi Sangat. These doots are no longer bothering me. You also do this, come to the Sachi Sangat, you also do the Simran. Sach Updesh Sevak ko de, Moh Maya ke sang na le. Now he'll not be connected with the emotional attachment. He will still do his duties, but not get bonds with them. The bonds will be broken. मोह माया के संग ना ले, चमड़िया नहीं रहेगा. एक कुटुंब तुझे देखदा, चले नहीं तेरे नाले, साथ तेरे चले नहीं तिस नाल क्यों चित लाइए. ऐसा काम मूले ना कीचे जितंत पछताइए. And they don't connect so much with your family that when something happens, you are crying, you are afraid. Don't do these things. फिर पछताएगा तू. Then you will repent later. Because this is life, Guru Pyareo. There is no surety if our Sangi Sati, if our parents, if our kids, if our family is going to stay with us forever. Only Vaheguruji is going to stay with us. That Satpurukh, that Satguru, which is inside us, is going to stay with us. And when we do Simran, when we come to Sachi Sangat, when we get an Updesh of Satguru, then we understand that Moh Maya ke Sangana Lep Man mein rakhe har har ek. Phir man de vich ikko hi Vaheguru, only one Vaheguru. Then we understand this, that only one Vaheguru is going to go with us. And we start following the Satpurukh, we start following Satguru. And that andhakar which is inside us, the darkness which is inside us, it will vanish. It will become a light, Jyot. Mantu Jyot Swaroop hai apna mool pachan. That Jyot will be pragat. You will see that light. The darkness will go away. Andhakar Deepak Pargase. The lamp will be there. Naam's lamp. It will pragas. The ignorance will go away. Knowledge will come. The wisdom of Gurbani will come permanently. Nanak param mo dukh te nase. Because this is the problem. Doubts, attachment, pain. Te te nase. When that happens, when the prakash happens, when the andhakar goes away, then when the darkness goes away, ignorance of our mind goes away, when we understand the purpose of our life, then Maharaj says all the doubts will go away. The emotional attachment will go away. It will run away. Dukh te nase. Nase matlab bhaj jange. They'll run away. All the pains will run away. Our body, our mind was burning because of these desires, because of these doots, these desires. Our mind was burning. Maharaj says this Naam Amrit Ras Tapat Mahe Thand Vartai. And this was burning, but with that Amrit Ras which we drink, it will become Sheetal, cold, Thanda. Thand Vartai. The coolness will come. The desires will go away. The anger will go away. The sexual desire will go away. Anad Paya Dukh Nathe Pai. And Anand will come. That Anand will come. You will start listening to the Shabads. Anand Paya Meri Mai Satguru Mein Paya. Anand Paya Dukh Nathe Pai. The dukhs will go away. The sadness will go away. The pain will go away. You will be in joy all the time. Because now you don't worry about Janam and Maran. You understand that birth and death is the concept of the physical body. Mind is never born. Mind is not dying. Just like Satguruji. Just like Atma, it never dies. It never born. It's just a phenomena of a physical body. It just changes its form, physical form. But that physical form will also go away because this physical body is actually the reason for our dukh, our pain. If we start understanding this, if we don't focus on our physical body, then there will be no dukh because we focus too much on our physical body. Manu A ho gaya, manu O ho gaya. There is a depression, there is an anxiety. Why it is happening? Because we are focusing on our physical body. But Maharaj says, when you will listen to the Shabad, Anand Shabad, Anhad Bani, Sahaj Tun, this dukh, pain will go away, run away, and all these doubts of birth and death will be erased. Why? Because mind started coming in the Sachi Sangat. Sadhu ke Puran Upadesh. You started taking the Upadesh, the message from Gurbani Guru. Now, no longer the fear is there. Pao chuka nirpo hoye base. When we chant nirpo jape sagal po mite, pao chuka nirpo hoye base. You'll be fearless. You will not. Because why we are scared? Why we have a fear? Why we are afraid? We are afraid of this physical body. Somebody will do harm our physical body. But when you will understand you are not this physical body, this is not the real body. Dehi Gupta Bidehi Disa. This is just a Bidehi, a perishable body. Then you will not be afraid. You will not be scared. Sagal Byad Mante Khe Nase. All these Byad, all these diseases will go away because you will not care. Physical body has to perish, Guru Pyare. Remember this thing. We don't focus on our physical body. We just focus on our mind. Healthy mind is the healthy body. When we focus on our mind, when we remove the filth of our mind by chanting, by coming in the Sachi Sangat, by listening to the Anhad Bani, by drinking the Amrit, then all the diseases of the physical body are no longer important. They'll be erased. वो तो कर्मा दे हिसाब नाल आना है, लेकिन वो भी छोटा हो जाएगा. We read about on the lecture of the karams. We understood about Suli and Sool, right? It will just become, the biggest disease will become just a thorn on the feet. That's it. Sagal Byad Manate Le Manate Khe Nase. It will go away. Sagal Byad, all the diseases of the mind will go away. If the mind is healthy, then only the body is healthy. Jiska sa ten kirpa tari. We belong to him. He did his kirpa. And bangana nahi Guru Pyaro lekin. Don't ask for de rokta. No. Again, focus on the mind. Only ask for naam. Vintu to horje magana. Sir dukha ke dukh. De naam santokhiya. Utre man ki pukh jiska sa Tin kirpa tari. We belong to him. He knows what should be good for us. What is good for us, he knows. He knows what we want, what is required for us. But that will only happen when we will come in Sachi Sangat. Sad Sang Jap Naam Murari, as in Vaheguru. Murari as in Vaheguru. Murari name was given to Krishna ji because he killed the Rakshas, the demon, Mura demon. He killed it and he was called Murari. What demons we have? These doots which we have. 5 thieves which we have. When we come to the Sachi Sangat, when we jap Naan, these demons will go away. They will be erased. They will become our servants. Thit pai chuke pram gavan. Then the Shanti will come, the peace will come. Thit as in peace. Thit pai chuke pram gavan. All the doubts and when the mind was wandering, it will go away. Thit pai chuke pram gavan sun nanak har har jas sarvan. Kehde bas sunna sikh la tu. Start listening. Start listening. Listening is the quality which is very rare people will have. They can't even listen outside. How they will listen inside? Sunna sikh lo Guru Pyareo. When you will start listening inside, Maharaj says, Sunya dukh paap ka nas. Listen from your ears. Sun nanak har har jas sarvan. The Satpurak inside is praise, doing the praises, singing the praises, doing the jas. And we have to listen from our ears. Inside ears. Baro Gurbani suni, andron bhi. Nirgun aap sargun bhi ohi. The Nirgun Vaheguru which you see, he is in all the Sargun Swarup also. That's why respect everybody. Don't hate people. Nirgun aap Sargun bhi ohi. Sargun, who is Sargun Swarup? All of us with the 3 qualities. We are Sargun Swarup of Vaheguru. We all have Vaheguru ji in us. He is Nirgun, Nirankar, but he is in Sargun Swarups. Kala tar jin sagli mohi. This is a game. This is the game which is going on. That's why it's called Kala da Yug. Kal Yug. Kala tar jin sagli mohi. He has created this kala, this creativity of this whole world. His power is pervading everywhere. This game is there everywhere. Apne chrit prab aap banaye. He has created his forms everywhere with different colors, with different forms. Apne chrit prab aap banaye, apni कीमत आपे पाए. When we see the creation of this world, Kudrat kavan kaha vichar varya na java ek var, jo tud pavai sai palika. The creation is so beautiful. Only the ones who have love for Vaheguru, they will understand the value. Otherwise, only Vaheguru knows. When we will meet Vaheguru, when we will be in touch with Vaheguru, because this is a common question people ask. Why Vaheguruji created all this game? Why Vaheguruji created all this world? For what reason? Till the time we don't merge in him, we don't meet him, we don't do his darshan, we will not get an answer. Because only he knows the value of this game. And this is something which cannot be explained. Apni कीमत आपे पाए. When we will connect with him, then we will know. That's an amazing game. That's a beautiful thing. We actually were with him. We all were with him when he started this game. Apni कीमत आपे पाए, हर बिन दूजा ना ही कोई. Everything, everybody, सब गोविंद है, सब गोविंद है. गोविंद बिन ना कोई. There's nobody without Govind. It's only one. There's no second person. Rest is all the param. Rest is all the doubt. Once the doubt will be removed from our minds, then we'll see Vaheguru everywhere. उन्हें आप ही कीमत बना ली, आपे गेम चलाई उन्हें। हर बिन दूजा नाही कोई, सरब निरंतर एक है सोए। Continuously everywhere you see, it's him. Sargun and Nirgun. This Nirgun, this Khali Kla, this empty space is also Vaheguru. Nirgun Swarup of Vaheguru. Sargun Nirgun Nirankar, सुन समाधि आप, आपन किया नानका आपे ही फिर जाप, सरब निरंतर एको सोए। ओत पोत रवया रूप रंग. He has different forms and different colors in the Sargun Swarup. Everywhere he is pervading. ओत पोत रवया रूप रंग, पए प्रकाश पए प्रगास साध के संग. We will understand his pragas, his worth, his wisdom. The removal of ignorance will happen only when we will come in Sachi Sangat. When we will come in the true congregation, when we will take the wisdom of Gurbani Guru. पए प्रकाश साध के संग, रच रचना अपनी कल धारी, अनेक बार नानक बलिहारी. कहते I can be sacrificed to him again and again, again and again, because his rachna, the creation which he has created, the power which he has created, it is amazing, cannot be described in the words. It can only be experienced. And that's what we are here for, to meet Vaheguru, to merge in him. पई प्रापत मानुक दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की एह तेरी बरिया, अवर काज तेरे किते नकाम, मिल साध संगत भज केवल नाम. Once we will understand his power, this rachana, then we will know the value of this life. आओ जी गुरु प्यारे, वाह tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru tummy out, listen to your voice. वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु. गुरमुख प्यारे सेवा कर लो जी. वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु,
वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह Ngeru, Oa, 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 Guru, Wa, 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 Guru, Guru। अंतर्गत मन ही बोले, मन ही सुने। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। हमें अवगुण भरे एक गुण नाही, अमृत चाट बिखे बिख खाई। माया मोह परम पै भूलै, सुत दारा स्यो प्रीत लगाई। एके उत्तम पंथ सुन्यो गुर संगत, तह मिलंजम त्रास मिटाई। एक अरदास पाठ की रत की, गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई। एक अरदास पाठ की रत की, गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।